One of the great questions is always, what if Lincoln lived? What would have happened then? Would the peace have been better? Would Reconstruction been better and kinder to the freed slaves? What about citizenship? What about voting rights? It's hard to know. Lincoln's assassination might have made it easier to pass the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. Perhaps the nation would have been grateful to Lincoln and his genius and his ability to deal with people and master other people. Lincoln was a great psychologist. In addition to being a great lawyer, Lincoln was a great intuitive psychologist. And I'd like to think that his genius and his ability to deal with people and persuade them to do what was right would have led to a much better and fairer Reconstruction. But we'll never know. Would Americans have done to Lincoln what the British did to Churchill after the Second World War? I'm convinced that Winston Churchill was the greatest man of the 20th century and that the Nazis would have conquered England without him. And yet, what did the British people do to thank Churchill? They ousted him. If Lincoln hadn't been shot and hadn't been martyred, maybe he would have been just another politician in the eyes of the country. Maybe he would have fallen out of favor. Maybe the radical Republicans would have made Reconstruction more difficult. We'll never know what would have happened if Lincoln was not shot by John Wilkes Booth that night at Ford's Theater. But I know that somehow, having confidence in his genius, his kindness, his toughness, I just have to believe that somehow it would have been better with him than without him.